I was on my knees, dust cloth in hand, sliding a box back under his bed when it caught my eye. A card, white lace trim, gold lettering. Congratulations on your wedding, Daniel and Claire. The date stopped my pulse. 2 days from now. My stomach tightened like a fist. My fiancé, my Daniel, was getting married to someone else. I was wiping down tables at the cafe where I worked, hands raw from soap and steam, when he walked in. Impeccable suit, watch glinting under the light. He ordered coffee like it was beneath him, but he smiled at me, said my name like it mattered. He came back every day, called me brilliant, said I was different. And when he slipped a ring on my finger, I believed him. 4 years. 4 years of building dreams, sharing keys, making promises. I gave him everything, my loyalty, my time, my trust. And under his bed was my funeral notice. I stood in his kitchen, the card shaking in my hand. What is this? He didn't even look guilty. He smirked. You weren't supposed to see that. My chest tightened. You're getting married? In 2 days? He leaned back against the counter, arms folded. Calm, cold. Did you really think I'd end up with a low-life coffee girl like you? You were practice, that's all. His words carved through me. I felt my heart split open, but my face stayed stone. He mistook my silence for defeat. He was wrong. Rage wanted me to scream, to claw, to ruin. But rage is sloppy. I needed precision. He prided himself on appearances, on the image of perfection. That would be my weapon. I dug, found Claire, his bride-to-be, online. Perfect hair, perfect smile, the kind of girl bred for champagne and yachts, the kind of girl Daniel wanted to be seen with. I learned everything about her, where she worked, her family, her friends, and in the cracks of her perfect life, I slid the truth like a blade. Screenshots of his messages to me, pictures of us together, receipts dated only weeks before, evidence of the double life he thought he buried under charm. I didn't send them all at once, no. I dripped them, slow, deliberate. A message here, a photo there, enough to plant doubt, not enough to stop the wedding. Because I wanted the stage. I wanted the world watching when the mask came off. The church was drenched in white flowers. Guests in suits and silk filled the pews. Cameras ready to capture the fairy tale. I wore black. I wanted to look like the shadow he never saw coming. He didn't notice me at first, too busy smiling for photographers, playing the perfect groom. But when his eyes caught mine, he froze. Just for a second. I smiled back. The ceremony began. Music swelled. Claire walked down the aisle, radiant and trembling. Daniel reached for her hands. That's when I moved. I stood, cleared my throat. All eyes turned. I'm sorry, I said, voice steady, carrying through the church. But before you say your vows, there's something you should know. Gasps rippled. Claire blinked at me, confused. Daniel's face drained of color. I pulled out my phone. The photos appeared on the screen, one by one, projected onto the silence. Him in my bed. Him kissing me last month. Him promising me forever, even as he planned this wedding. Claire's veil quivered. Her father's jaw clenched. The guests murmured, whispers like daggers slicing the air. Daniel reached for me, hissing under his breath, "Stop this!" I leaned in close enough for only him to hear. You stopped me when you called me a lowlife. Now it's my turn. Claire ripped off her veil, tears streaking down her face. Her father shoved Daniel back, spitting curses. Guests snapped photos, videos, his humiliation captured from every angle. Daniel's perfect world shattered in seconds. No applause, no vows, just chaos, shame, and his name destined to rot online before the night was over. I walked out before the end, didn't wait to see him beg, didn't care to hear excuses. My work was done. I think of his sneer, his words dripping with contempt, low-life coffee girl. And then I think of the church, the gasps, the looks on their faces when they realized the truth. He wanted me small, he wanted me disposable, but I turned his wedding day into his execution stage. 4 years of my life weren't wasted. They were an investment. And the payoff was watching his empire collapse in front of everyone who ever mattered to him. That's my closure. And that's his forever haunting.